Today I'm going to talk curtains and how to find the size off-the-shelf curtains that you need to fit your window. I'm going to break it down into 3 steps. The first thing you need to do is measure the height of your ceiling. Ceiling heights are usually 8 feet, 9 feet, or 10 feet in most homes and apartments. Decide, do you want your curtains to kiss the floor? Do you want them to puddle, which is a much more formal look? Or do you want them to sit about a ½ inch above the ground? That's a great idea if you have a pet that sheds. You don't want them to be shorter than that because this makes your window look like it's wearing high water pants. Second step, you want to look at how wide your window is. You want 1.5 to 2 times the fabric as wide as your window. So if your window's 30 inches, you want at least 45 to 60 inches of fabric on the window. Now, you're probably going to divide this into 2 sides. So if you have a 30-inch window, you're probably going to go with 2 50-inch drapes. That's going to give you plenty of fabric. If you have a wider window, you start to go up to 100 inches wide, because drapes typically come in 50 inches wide or 100 inches wide. There'll be some variation, but that's because most fabrics are around 52 to 54 inches wide. So that determines how wide the panel is going to be. Third, you want to look at, if your ceiling is 8 feet tall and you want your things to kiss the floor, what does it look like above your window? Is there room to hang your curtain right against the ceiling? Because if it's not, then you're going to have to go shorter. So for example, an 8-foot height, you would get a 7-foot curtain. A 9-foot height, you would get an 8-foot curtain. That way you have a little bit of play if you don't want to hang it all the way up against the ceiling. So those are your 3 tips. Look at the ceiling height, look at your window width, and then look at the top of the window to see where you're going to mount it. And stay tuned for another video about mounting options and how to choose the one that's right for your style. I'm here to give you quick design tips so that your home can look as good as it would if you hired a designer.